Hello, my name is Travis Lewis. Dr. Novak performed a sleeve gastrectomy on me September 24th of 2020. It is now about 8 months later, and I have successfully achieved my weight loss goal of about 107 pounds a little after 5 months after surgery. I kind of flipped a switch in my brain and decided I was going to be very dedicated, and was extremely successful. Growing up, I tried to be as active as I could. I played football, I was in marching band, it was great cardiovascular, kept my weight off as a young man, and then when I got to be in my late 30s, early 40s, I noticed the weight coming on. And it just kind of was, they say that it comes on overnight. It did kind of really appear that it came on overnight. So I would buckle down with a soup diet, or I would buckle down with a fad diet, and I could lose the weight or most of the weight, but as soon as I tried to go back into kind of a normal way of socializing and eating and so forth, it would creep back on, and I would find that cyclical bouncing pattern over and over and over. A pattern that I would break temporarily, but it was never a long-term fix. One of the major decisions for me was being 49, I'm now 50, and I didn't want to enter into 50 without making a decision for a positive future for my weight. I want to see 90, I want to see 95. My grandmother lived to be 95, and I would love to see that age. When I first met Dr. Novak, it was on a virtual appointment. This is before my approval. We were just easing into what the options were to me. And at that time, I didn't know if it was going to be, a lifelong of counseling from a dietitian. As we talked through the appointment and the interview, he said, I really think that you would be a great candidate for the sleeve gastrotomy. I started doing research and just trusted him with every ounce of my soul. The day that my insurance approved me for the surgery, I mentally flipped a switch in my brain that said, this is going to be a successful journey for the rest of your life. You're given a gift, and I understood by doing tons of research that the gift that Dr. Novak was going to give me was only a part of it, that I had to reset my brain and my habits for the rest of my life. Since the surgery, I really found that I like to move. I like to bike, I like to hike, and a little bit of jogging. A kind of a really cool thing that I've noticed and will notice for the rest of my life is that I'm not the big presence that I used to be, the physical size. It's a joy for me to not be sitting on an airplane and have that look in someone's eye as they're coming down the aisle that they don't want to sit next to me because I'm a larger size. Thank you, Dr. Novak, for giving me a gift, the perfect tool for allowing me to change my life forever.